I think that's going to be an incredible headstock. So,
Man, I don't know what to say.
you don't need to say anything.
Oh my goodness, that is gorgeous.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing!
Wow, that is beautiful.
If you'd like to follow the process of turning a block of wood like this into a guitar like this, then you've come to the right place. And if you would like to see me give this guitar away, click subscribe, hit the bell. In an uncontrolled environment, back plate that I was able to work out for that control plate there. Actually, I am very, very pleased at how this turned out. Look at that bird's eye, those little dots in this ziricote burl. Kind of, you know, it's almost like bird's eye maple, but it's not maple. But the way this comes together, that is going to just put this guitar over the top. So beautiful, that wood, the grain in there. It's like a piece of art. Got that traced out and ready to go, but before I cut that, I want to make sure that I can get this piece as my veneer on the top of the headstock on Chili Sauce's guitar. So I've rough cut it. This is what I need, is what's inside the black line there. This will lay on it. We'll get it glued on and sand it, but I gotta take a little bit of thickness off this and the headstock just slightly. Well, this is one of those templates that I got offline. Just a very quick tip: if you buy those offline, make sure that you know that that's wrong. That's right. So this looks like it would be face up because it's got all the center lines and everything. But if you make a guitar like this, that's backwards from what Prince's original Cloud had. It would be like this. So something to be aware of. I just got to line this up where it needs to go. My technique is to bring it really close to the line, leave just a little bit, and then I bring it down to the line by sanding. Got it right up to the line there. The rest, I'll do this some by hand, and like in this corner here, I need to do by hand and a little file that I use. On the back side, I'll be shaping this as well, but that'll be later. You know, when I sand off these sides and get them shaped, I always feel along, because you can feel more than you can see. You'll feel little dips, and so I always run my fingers along those to feel it and give the top just a slight little bit of a sanding here. Really quick, just keeping it flat. Then I'm going to glue this ziricote onto here. Got to get it lined up right. We'll get that in there like it needs to be. I've got to make sure to cut this off at the right length here, because we got to get our nut in there, of course. And gonna shave this down a little bit thinner, just a little bit thinner there yet. And then we'll glue that on, and then I will shape the rest of this based off of what's on the back side. So, okay, I need to shave a little bit off of this yet to just thin it out a little bit, because I don't need that much thickness on the headstock. So I put some carpet tape on here. I'm going to put this onto this piece of wood so that I can control it with my sander over here. Okay. Seems to be pretty even in there. So that should be good. I just needed to make sure that this was a completely flat surface and thin this out a little bit so that I can glue that on. Should be good. I made a mark here where I need to drill through, and instead of cutting out right now with this off of the neck, I want to get it settled onto the neck. I'm going to be sanding this down so it'll even be thinner, and then I'll be able to cut out where the truss rod is. I should just be able to file that out, but I'm going to make myself a hole so I know where I'm at and I can start cutting it then because the hole's there. Okay, so I'm going to get this lined up how it needs to be on here. I'll put glue on both sides. This is where I'll be cutting out. I'll put this on, and then when this is on, I'm still going to thin this out a little bit, sanding it on top of there to bring it down a ways, which is going to allow me to make it really nice and just kind of sleek. But also then I will be able to get it I'll cut that out with a file, and that won't be any issue, but because I got to be able to get into there, you know. All right, I've got both sides glued up, just a very thin layer. Now I'm going to start to kind of move it into place here. The thing that you really want to watch out for as you do stuff like this is as you clamp, as you add pressure onto this with the clamp, you're going to find that you can easily move your wood without even realizing that you're doing it. So I'm going to just take a spot here. Yeah, it wants to move real easy here, doesn't it? Okay, so let's see, how are we doing? Okay, it's gonna go that way. Make sure. That's all good. That's all good. I've got wood everywhere that I am there. Okay, it's not creeping, so let's go on to this side. Always need to use more clamps than what you think you would. Even here I can see that I'm going to have to get some more clamps on these edges. Get a clamp up here. Good thing I've got it. There we go. Now that side's good. Better move my coffee so I don't spill that. Let me turn this side over. See how we're doing here. Okay, looking pretty tight, but I'll still be able to add some in here, I think. We got new back plates. Design is done. I still need to make some more. I'll do that tomorrow. Edit video, not done yet. Still got to work on that. Cut out headstocks, done. Veneer woody canes X-Horizon with zero cote and grain fill. Nope, didn't happen today. But that's because Corwin couldn't come over today. So there's that. So we might move that to one of these other days. Still need to go up and do some video editing. Well, let's see what we can get done tomorrow. Well, I'm liking the way this is looking. I don't know about you guys, but I think that is one of the most beautiful pieces of wood on a headstock. You really can't see it great yet. After a while, once I get the clear coat on there, that is going to pop. It's going to be so incredible. So I see it for what it's going to be. Yeah. Time to rasp and file out my truss rod area there. I've got this really great handy little rasp, microplane. It just works really great. I don't think it was anything that expensive, but it's got kind of a similar Shinto rasp type of blade on it, and so I'm just going to start working at this. Well, hey guys, I think that we've got this at a good place to stop this video. I think that's going to be an incredible headstock. It worked out really well. That piece of wood that I wanted to use for this worked out. I didn't make any mistakes, which is always a good thing. It's nice and thin on that edge, but thick enough to give it a nice look. We're making the maple so that the maple can be seen here, just like on the body, so that that'll stand out. I've got a lot of sanding to do here yet. But hey, guys, keep fighting for joy. Appreciate you. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.